Move on to second vice chair, in alphabetical order, Stephanie Calise. Calise, Westgate, right? Stephanie Calise, and I think Will Ritchie, you're going to hear from him again. I'm sorry about this, really. I would have done it differently so you have to hear from him twice in a row. Oh. He's never at a loss for words. This might be the first. I really think he's been on this committee for like 30 years. So I'm not sure how old he really is. Oh, sorry. There's the Will. Thank goodness there's another Will.
Hello, members of the Rhode Island Republican State Central Committee. I'm here today to nominate Ms. Stephanie Calise to be second vice chair. I've known Stephanie for over 3 years, and she has been full of Republican credentials, a laundry list that shows her party loyalty. Lifelong Republican, member of the Gloucester Republican Town Committee. In 2016, she ran for District 53 against Thomas Winfield for House race. During that time, she was also a member of the Rhode Island Young Republicans, now member emeritus. She's also a member of the Rhode Island Republican Liberty Caucus, and since then has moved to my town. The Bristol Republican Town Committee has had her since last year, and so any town she goes, any organization she joins, she brings her conservative credentials, her longtime Republican credentials, and she's hoping to share that on a state level. Organizationally speaking, she has run several campaigns and also helped other campaigns. She brings that same organizational knowledge and personal charisma. I think that it's always good to give people a choice. She has youth, she has energy, and so I ask you to consider Ms. Calise for second vice chair for the Rhode Island State Central Committee. Thank you for your time.
I messed up already. Ms. Calise.
So I guess I have 3.5 minutes, which is okay, because if anybody knows me, knows that I'm not about fluff. If there's one thing I'm not, is I'm not a spectator. When I see a problem, I feel like I need to address it, and I can't help it. I will always stand up for life and stand up for the people in this state. I love Rhode Island. I'm really sad that a lot of people want to leave. I'm sad that a lot of financial advisors are telling people to move away from Rhode Island because they can't afford to retire here. I hope no matter what happens at this election that we all are able to work together to get Republicans elected. I'm sick and tired of this progressive wave that's happening. It's actually really scary. I feel like we need some energy and we need some people out there to educate the taxpayers, the voters. When you knock on those people's doors, they don't realize how Republican they actually are. You have to have that conversation. You have to go to the doors, you have to knock, you have to get to know people, and I feel like as a party, we could all work together to make this happen. I'm tired of Rhode Island being Democrat. Even worse, I'm very afraid of the progressives. I'm very afraid of socialism. I ask for your vote, please. So, thank you.
And Dave Talon is going to go into nomination here. And I believe for Dave, we have Barbara Traynor.
Hello, this is my first time with the group, but I'm a long-time Republican. Okay, I'm a long-time Republican, but it's my first time here. I've known Dave Traynor. Dave Talon, we have the same initial for our last name. My name is Barbara Traynor. Dave Talon is headed, I live in Providence in the Reservoir Triangle, and that's where I met Dave. I've known him for about the last 20 years as the head of the Reservoir Triangle Association. I know he's always had an active role also in the Elmwood Little League field. He was a coach and everything. He's very involved in trying to make our neighborhood and our area better. And I know he has the same feeling and verve and dedication to doing things, doing them well, doing them honestly, and I hope you'll vote for Dave. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. For the benefit of the 1 or 2 people in this room that don't already know me, I'm Dave Talon, and I'm asking for your vote for re-election. Recently, earlier this month, I attended the Conservative Political Action Conference in Washington, and President Trump addressed us and gave a record-length speech of 2 hours and 4 minutes. And I thought that was a great idea, so I'm going to try to break that record this morning. But some of the nitpicking officials of the Rhode Island Republican Party told me I couldn't do that, so I'll give you the short version. By now you've gotten multiple emails from me telling about my background for 55 years working for the party and about my involvement with the community, promoting the Republican Party, even including arranging for the only Republican Little League team in the entire state, where in the Elmwood Little League we have 15 little boys and girls running around the south side of Providence, proudly wearing their t-shirts that identify them as members of the 8th Ward Republicans team. So I do it all, but people say, all right, that's nice, Talon, but what have you done for me lately? So I'm going to tell you briefly about what I've been doing as second vice chair and will continue doing if you re-elect me. There's not a whole lot of duties to being second vice chair. It's kind of like the lieutenant governor. And a few years ago, Steve Laffey said the only duty of the lieutenant governor is to ride a bicycle all around the state and wait for the governor to die. Well, I do ride my bicycle all around the state, but I've never wished any harm to come to the chairman and the first vice chairman. Whoever gets elected second vice chair, you know, my main duty as second vice chair is to monitor the chairman and the first vice chairman and ensure that they're leading a healthy lifestyle. So whoever gets elected second vice chair, whether it's Russ or Gina, I'll be watching you. And whoever ends up as our chair after today, whether it be Bob or Rebecca or Sue or Mike, I'm going to be monitoring you also. Brandon, I'm sorry, but after today, you're on your own. And from now on, it's going to be up to Lisa and Lexi to monitor whether you're leading a healthy lifestyle. But in addition to that, I'll be doing the things you've been reading about in all the emails and flyers I've been sending you. I'm going to be visiting all 39 cities and towns, which I have done already. As party official, I've been to all 39 of them, even Block Island. And I've never had to spend the night, even though I'm a native Rhode Islander. And I'll be working on recruiting candidates and training them, and I'm doing all the other unglamorous stuff that's involved with being a party official. I do have a good person running against me today, and it's no fun running against another Republican. So I'm looking forward, when this election is over, to going after the Democrats, ultra-liberal Democrats. Ultra-liberal, free spending, high taxing, big government, Clinton, Obama loving, partisan, delusional Democrats who have what it takes to take what we have and who are out to destroy the Constitution of the United States, those Democrats. And just as soon as you re-elect me today, that's who I'm going after. I'd like to thank you all in advance for voting to re-elect me today. And God bless all you good Republicans.
So we have Stephanie Calisi and Dave Talon for second vice chair.